Hi everyone, we're back in Figma and we're looking at implementing style sheets, creating styles for various elements. We can create styles for various things. Color, we can save color styles. We can also save text styles. We can save grid styles, and we can also save styles on effects. Get to all of those. So first off, let's make a few styles. We'll start with our colors and we'll save them, all of those swatches, into a library. Let's go ahead and do that. I've got a bit of a style sheet set up here. Our designer's given us a palette, and to begin work, I'm going to start building my design system from my colors upwards. So if I select each of these objects, you can see that a color has been defined there. I can go to the Style and Variables button here and save these into styles by clicking on Add New Variable. So I've got a color name, and I'm going to call this Handy Light Grey. I'm going to create that style. You can see now we've got a little swatch saved in here, and in my local styles, you can see that I could easily go and access this swatch, which is cool. So let me quickly go ahead and do that a few more times. I'm going to add in another style. Oops, I'm going to go to the Style Variable button there, add in a new style, clicking on the Add button there. And this one's going to be called Dark Grey. Create that style. Again, and make another style. Finally, our black. So now when I've deselected everything, I've got this really handy and easy to refer to selection of colors that are my kind of visual identity colors that I can access really quickly. So if I have a shape like so, I can come up to my colors here and just really quickly choose one from my visual identity. So like colors, we can add text styles, which of course is going to be very handy for keeping everything nice and consistent. These are my text styles that are in my visual identity that have been given to me by my designer. We've got a couple of headings and some body copy and a bold. You can see here, this is the style that we're using. Open Sans, 45/50, and this is the color. The one thing about text styles in Figma is that you can't include a color with the text style, which I think, I don't know, could be useful, but we do have ready to go our colors here. Anyway, to make a text style, we really just need to select the text that's been kind of pre-formatted. So it's in the format that you want the style to adhere to. And then in the text tab of the properties panel, we do the same thing. We come over to the styles and variables button. It's the 4 dots like so, and we add on create a style. So now we've got the option to give the style a name. So I'm going to call this keep it with handy. one. We can give it a description. So this is all of the main headings in our document. We'll create that style, and you can see that it's listed here. I click off. Now we've got in our local styles tab here a text style as well. So let me go through and do that for the rest of our not adding a description. We're going to do it for our body copy. And we'll do it for the bold. Fantastic. So I'll just click off any object there, and we're starting to build up this really useful list of reusable styles. So with some text selected, I can currently remembered that last style. I'm just going to deselect it there. With some text selected, I can come up to my styles and variables button, and I can just select any of the styles that I've made. Once it's applied, I can deselect it, and I could add a new style to it. So that's text and images. Let's have a look at creating a style for a page layout grid. I'm going to add a new frame. I'm going to add a desktop preset, and then add a layout grid. So I'll add a new style. And I'm going to add a column grid. And it's going to be 12 columns. Gutter can be 20, and I'll put a margin of 50 on the end there. All right, so that's great. Perhaps I probably should have added it as a style from the start, so I'll create the style. There we go. And this is going to be our handy desktop grid, and I'll create that. And there we go, and that's saved as a style. Now we can see down the bottom we've got a desktop grid added there. So let's implement a few of those styles. I'll start by adding a new frame, and we'll duplicate or replicate our grid that we've just created there. That's using a grid style. So to start with, I'll go to Layout Grid. I will add the handy desktop grid. So imagine I've got 50 pages in this prototype that I'm working towards. I can really easily make sure that all of my page layouts are aligned in the same way by utilizing that layout grid style. I can implement different colors. So for example, if I wanted to have a header element like so, I can very easily go to my colors, my style colors, and add the colors that I need that are all in style. And if I wanted to remove a style from an asset, I can detach the style, and then I can choose another style. So that's going to be my footer. I might just hide our grid for the moment. What else? We've implemented some colors. I'm just going to bring over my logo to put in the top right hand corner here, just for the hell of it. Line that up. Some text styles, of course, and if I drag out a text box, I actually have some text. Oops. I have some Laura Ipsum over here. I'm going to copy that and drag out a text box if I can. Make a couple of headings. That's probably enough text for us. So, a heading at the top, just de-link the body copy style that was assigned there, and then I can come over to text and under my styles choose any of these. So this is going to be my heading, this is going to be body copy, this is going to be a subheading, and I need to add a few instances of bold around the place, like so. And really should have made this body copy first before adding any instances of bold. Now the great thing about this is, and we'll just remove our the great thing about this is that if we make changes to the styles, we can kind of update that globally around the document. So for example, if I wanted to increase the size of the heading or increase the size of the body copy, I can come to the edit style element over here and just make that change if I need, and it will update across the document. As well, if I wanted to make a change to the color styles, I can do that by clicking on the edit button and adjusting that swatch if I want to, and it will adjust that across every instance of that style across the document.